Hello, and welcome to Pool Pro Office Overview video. Pool Pro Office is the oldest and industry's leading project management software specifically designed for pool builders. We're on version 17.0 currently, and that's 17 years of development and supplying pool builders with software. Currently, we offer actually 3 different solutions to run your pool business. One is Pool Pro Office Complete, that has everything: leads management, project management, service and warranty. And the other one is a standalone app, Pool Sales Pro, for pool sales folks only, and Pool Service Pro for only service companies that service and maintain pools. So we'll get started on reviewing an overview of Pool Pro Office. As you log in, you'll have a dashboard screen that looks similar to this. The daily dashboard is interactive. It's going to tell you how many leads you received today how many sales appointments are being run today, how many construction processes are being completed or begun based upon status, and how many service orders are in the queue. So that gives you a quick view of what's happening in your business today. These are also interactive. You can actually click anywhere here and it'll bring you to the data. So we're able to give excellent visual data visualization of all your data in Pool Pro Office. Up top, everything looks like an app, works like an app. Everything is task icon driven, so if you need to view any active projects, you click on Active Projects. You can scroll down and go to any of these digital project folders, which we'll review in Projects. You can do a search for any existing client that's completed, or maybe services. It does a search for any of your customers in Pool Pro Office. You can also search for service orders by service number. You can store existing documents you currently have in this library that enables you to store these documents, view them, print them out, and attach any of these documents to any outgoing email communication. Notifications allows management to create internal notifications, as many as they want, for any given timeline, and that will inform people there may be sales meetings, or you may be giving them all the day off. It's up to you. In Pool Pro Office, we offer complete built-in training videos. They could be overview videos, which we're doing a new one today instead of version 15.0. And it could be on how to add a lead, how to add a project folder, simple tasks. We also offer Ask Project Pro. This is the help button. You have a question, you type it in, upload a screenshot that has the layout number, and we get to answer it. So there is online support, video, Ask Project Pro, and any online support and training that's available to you. Let's jump into leads. The 3 major footstools in Pool Pro Office has always been leads management, project management, and service and warranty. So we click on leads, it takes us to our portal to manage these leads. We can take a new lead by clicking here, and it'll bring up a blank record for us to fill in. We can do a search for any existing client in here, and we can view our leads by categories: active, inactive, sold, or lost. As you're managing pool leads, you're working in the active file. The active file will pull up all your leads, and the most current one will be at the top. So that it's sorted by date it comes in. The quick view of all your lead database is different than just an Excel spreadsheet. It's actually live, interactive. I can email from this quick view. I can add notes. I can schedule another appointment. I can view any of my files and documents without going to the lead folder. As a salesperson, I use this to assist me in selling more pools. I'd log in the morning, sort by hot and cold status, and bring my hottest leads, number 5s, to the top and work them. That way I could communicate with the customer. I can do email communications. I can do phone calls or text. As you create a new lead, it's going to pull up a blank record that's going to look like this. It's a digital lead folder. No more manila folders. You assign the designer, you put the customer's info in, you customize this drop down to fit your business, what products you offer, where this lead came from. This is customizable also. Pool Pro Office is probably the most customizable by you of any software for pool builders. You can store unlimited amount of notes, phone numbers, email addresses. So we capture all of this information on this lead, and we go up here and we email it to the salesperson immediately. So they get this information as soon as you get it in the office. You also have the ability to send out a custom-built thank you introductory letter, which could be links to videos, social media, you name it. You can give this customer a thank you letter with lots of information in it as soon as they get off the phone. From that point on, the salesperson has the ability to adjust the hot and cold statuses to wherever they feel. Whoever answered that phone can ask the right questions. You can custom build your survey questions, and that way the salesperson has the answers to all these questions. You also have the ability to locate where this pool is located or where this residence is located. This was actually a remodel project, and we got the satellite view of this residence and we got the map view. And there's even turn-by-turn directions on a mobile device. As a salesperson sets appointments, they can track these appointments. It puts it on a sales appointment calendar. And they can add any notes to each appointment. There's also files and documents. This enables the designer to store all those documents, pictures of the backyard, 2D drawings, 3D drawings, proposals, estimates. No longer did I have to carry around a manila folder around the world. There's also the ability for you to manage this process with the client by tracking, and this is customizable again by you, tracking where you are with each client. You can actually create custom email templates that you can push. The salesperson knows where this client is in the process of buying that pool better than anyone else. So I like putting the control in the salesperson's hands to push client to the customer to keep them engaged through that process until they sign that contract. As they communicate with this client, they will have a running record of all email communications they've had with the client. They can view these. They know when they sent them out and what they sent out. This is actually a thank you for when you set the appointment, and these templates are in Pool Pro Office for you to customize. It talks about what we're going to need at the first meeting, what we're going to discuss, the need for this property survey at this appointment. We're going to discuss size, shape, yard access, neighbor letters, setbacks, homeowners associations. So I always like preparing the customer for the meetings before they happened. You also have the ability to upload in settings an existing Excel spreadsheet that you could price the same way you've had in the past and save that document and put it in your files and documents. The other option is you can go to estimates, and there will be two pre-built templates in there, one for a new pool and one for a remodel, that you can customize the pricing. And what that would do, it allows you to create multiple estimates and also allows you to build custom templates. But in this particular customer, I chose to build an estimate. I chose to do a custom cover, which I created a custom cover to this proposal, an image, and personalized it. Then came the itemized estimate, and this was done in the estimate builder by just putting in the quantities. I had a custom pool package of 300 square feet, added additional square footage. I'm able to put in specifications. I'm able to customize any text or add any additional text to this. Benches, site demos, so there's a whole list of items you choose from, and you customize that pricing, and it creates an itemized list by group, by items in that group, and the price for each group and the total price. I believe in itemized pricing because that's what the customer is looking for. And I used to explain, if it's here, you get it. If it's not here, it's going to be a change order, or ask for it. And the guy that gave you the lump sum, you better go back and figure out what he's including in his lump sum. The next thing I could do to this estimate and proposal is add my back cover page, which was pre-built. It was a list of all the items that come standard with the standard pool. Enhanced verbiage. Also had a what makes us different page. Why choose us over brand X, Y, and Z, highlighting the things that we do uniquely different than any other pool builder. And last but not least was a nice thank you letter. This itemized proposal with a cover page and back cover pages was put together in 15 minutes time. No longer did I have to go to an Excel spreadsheet, figure my numbers out, then go over to a Word document and copy and paste and build an estimate one by one. I just fill out the quantities and I have a beautiful looking itemized estimate and proposal to email or print and deliver to the client. So in the digital folder, we store everything related to this customer. And it's quite simple. Once you sell this pool, all you've got to do is click sold, and it'll ask you what type of project it is, and it will move all this data into the project side to start construction on that pool. So it stores everything in that folder. In leads, we also have the appointment calendar, and that could be today, week, or month. And that will show you how many appointments you have on the calendar for that time. In the appointment calendar, you can actually click on the appointment calendar, and from the calendar, you could email the customer, pick up the phone and give them a call, a cell number, or you can go to the lead detail from the calendar without leaving the calendar. So the calendar is actually extremely powerful. And there are multiple calendars in Pool Pro Office, which we'll get into a little further into construction. You'll also be able to write today's appointment map. We do have Sales Presentation Pro, which allows you to make a digital presentation, although the best presentation you can build on an iPad. You can export these leads. You can create a matrix report for any date. That'll tell you the percentage from leads to first appointment, to proposal, to contract. We can create leads reports for any given timeline, which I use for sales meetings every week. We can export all leads to an Excel spreadsheet, and currently we will be adding a new feature to Pool Pro Office, and that will be email marketing within Pool Pro Office. So you'll be able to create newsletters or email templates and send out to mass people and see results from it. So coming soon, leads and email marketing campaign manager in Pool Pro Office. So that covers most of the leads. After that, it moves it into projects. And in projects, it creates a digital project folder. You can visit any of these folders. It has everything you need related to that project. No longer have to chase that manila folder around the office all day long. It's going to initially load with your schedule. This schedule is 100% customizable. There are a pre-built master set of milestones based upon project type. So you will have a different set for a pool, for a remodel, for fiberglass, for vinyl pools. You create your master set of milestones and it will preload into every project. But even then, you have the ability to edit that on a project level. You'll have the customer info. You can email. You can phone text. You can get the map. You can view the weather channel, what the weather conditions are. Welcome to sunny Florida. Today's a little cool for us in Florida, but it gives me an idea if it's going to rain yet or not, which it is. You also have the ability to create general notes. But there's ability to add notes every single milestone you want. If there are specific notes that permit applied for or construction plan, you can add those notes. In the project schedule, you schedule when you're going to start it, when it's going to be completed. You change the status from completed to begun to issue. They're all color coded. And you assign who's going to do it. So now you know everything that's happening on this project and who's doing it. You also have the ability to store any images, so you could be at this job pre-site and take pictures and load it right into Pool Pro Office from the field. Or it could be a document. Doesn't matter, you load it and it'll turn green and it will show you what you loaded. This was loaded from the back of the house on an iPad, and if I was there now on the iPad, I could click add and add multiple images. And I could also at the same time make any notes. So there's unlimited document and image storage throughout Pool Pro Office. And down here is where you store all those important documents that you're always looking for in that manila folder. Your selections, your contract, you can view that, your design sketch, your site survey, tile selections, access letters, homeowners associations. Those are all storage containers for those documents that you're usually hunting and searching in that manila folder for. You also have the ability to store the permit information and permit documents in here. You also have the ability to email the client a current status of each of these milestones, the color code status and the dates and who was assigned, no notes. You can print out a Gantt chart of everything you've scheduled from here. We also have Kanban reports on assigned, waiting, so those are also report capabilities. On the right hand side are all the things you're going to do to process this job other than the schedule. Hopefully you'll have the ability to create change orders. You create your change order here, you can print or email it out. You can take customer's signature on a mobile device out in the field, and it will log those change orders in, and it will add it down at the bottom to that accounting file. So you won't lose track of those payments. Communications allows you to create new communications, and when you create a new communication, it does many things. It allows you to send it to the client. It allows you to send it copies to anybody else, internally in your, whoever's in your contact manager. From back copy, you can add any attachment to this email. You can load any of those documents and forms you had in your document library. And most importantly is I can find any of my construction plans in this folder and attach it to this email. So it really allows you to do all email communications very easily without going all over your computer looking for an email address, creating an email, then looking for documents. It's all in one place related to this customer already. And then it will give you a running log of all communications and all text message communications also. So it's very effective in communications, and that's the biggest challenge most pool builders have, is good communications. We concentrate on communications. We even have the ability for the scheduler to build pre-built templates at any given milestone back in settings, so they just push a button and they get a generic pre-built template already to let the customer know where they are in the status of their progress. Project page is going to have who sold it, who scheduled it, who's the super, contract amount, the date was kind, any special gate codes that go on work orders and service orders at the same time. Also client information, hidden client information. And there's your lead folder. Construction drawings allows you to upload your construction drawings, and it stores multiple drawings, not a single page. And that way the newest one's at the top, and it allows anybody to access these drawings, view them. It could be anywhere. I could be out in the field on my iPad. I can pinch and pull, and the resolution will stay crisp and clean. So whatever type of construction plan you have, hand-drawn, CAD drawings, pool studio drawings, they can all be loaded in here, so no one has to drive back to the office to get a plan. Another feature are construction work orders and expenses. This allows the user to create work orders one by one, or you can build a master set of work orders, which I did, and they loaded here. And it has every work order I need to process preloaded pre-built with most 90% of the data I need to process and schedule out. From the time I have to pay a commission, to a CAD drawing, to engineer plan, permit package. This is anybody that's touching that project in some way, spending money or labor. If I track all these, for example, here's my excavation. Once I create a work order, I can fill it out, I can add any additional notes, and I can email this to my subcontractor, attach the construction drawing, and it will put it on the calendar also, all in one process. And it also enables you to, if you put in all your expenses for all these items, including your materials, you would have a running expense report on what this expenses were applied to this project. Each folder will have a service call button, and this enables you to track any warranty calls, create warranty calls, whether they be a per visit or service. It could be openings, closings, it could be weekly cleanings, it could be annually, you name it. You can create a service ticket item for it, and it'll put it in the project folder and on the calendar. We also, for those folks that do weekly cleanings, the reoccurring events, you can set up the reoccurring events. And this can be down to every single day of the week for those commercial projects. As you stored images, in the Schedule tab, you'll have a history of those images. And you can pull up the image, and it'll give you whatever image you want to view. So it'll label them. You also have the ability to, as you stored images in service, it would load up service order images. And we have a miscellaneous also. Checklists. This enables the supervisor to use one of the pre-built checklists, or you can customize those checklists back in settings. You can add or delete or customize them, but these are already pre-built to get you started. If I go to my excavation checklist, it's going to have a list of items for me to walk through and check for my excavation. Review utility line location, review raised walls and water pads. At this point, the supervisor can click yes or no, he checked it, add notes, add an image, and they completed it. So there's a whole series of custom-built checklists that you can customize or add new ones. There's also the ability for a supervisor to go out and just a site visit. He goes out, puts on a site visit, has a date he was there, add a picture and some notes, a picture and some notes. So now everyone can view what's going on in this project at that specific date. Project specifications will list what's on this pool. The pool specs, type of pool, pumps, filters, lights, heaters, when it was installed, when the warranty's up. So it pulls from a master list of all your equipment on what's on this pool. It also becomes your equipment order too. And the last button in this project folder is the accounting or money page, I call it. It allows you to create the draw, email it, or print invoices, receive payments against draw receivables or change order receivables, so you don't lose track of them, and it's going to give you a running accounting total. You also have the ability to sync to QuickBooks. We can sync the client information and receivable information into QuickBooks Online or QuickBooks Desktop. On QuickBooks Online, a new feature that is soon to be released is the ability to sync also T-sheets, inventory, and payment processing through your QuickBooks Online within Pool Pro Office. So that kind of gives you a brief overview of the project folder. And everything you scheduled in here with the start date also synced with in projects with the Ultimate Project Calendar. You can view this calendar by day, week, or month. And it's going to pull up everything that's happening in your organization. Right now it pulled up projects, construction projects. It's color coded. Blues are completed. This color is billed. This color is paid. This color is scheduled, hasn't started, and green's begun, and this is an issue. In the calendar, you can also combine calendars. You can add your sales appointment calendar, appointments, work order calendar, your company-wide event. These are popular calendars that some people like to combine together so they can view the whole organization. Service order agreement are for those folks that have service end agreements, so you can track when you need to renew those. And sales floor duty would be a floor duty calendar. But I'll go ahead and update this. And that's going to give me basically the whole operation. Even though the calendars have been combined, I will be able to tell which ones are which because they all have a little icon. The little black truck is a construction process. The red, or the little medic truck, is a service call. Let me get down here, and appointments have a little check mark here, and we also have work orders that have a little wrench. So even though I've combined them, and these are all color coded again, I can see everything that's going on. You can also drag and drop, so no need to change dates, just drag and drop. You can extend a day. If this is a 2-day project instead of one, you can extend out. But other things you can do from the calendar is this little portal. This is what makes it so productive and powerful. It allows you to go back to that project milestone in the Schedule tab, create a work order, look at the equipment specs, send a text to the customer, send an email to the customer, or change the status or add notes, all within the calendar without leaving the calendar. So there's no need to go back to that project folder. You can do it all from the calendar. So that portal allows you to do many functions in Pool Pro Office calendar. You also have the ability in the calendar, without leaving it, to go to any project folder in your database, or any active job in your database, all from within the calendar. You can also add a company-wide event. That could be an anything event. It could be sales meetings, it could be days off, it could be vacation times, you name it, you put it on the calendar. Another unique feature of this calendar is simply text. If I wanted to look at all the items that had something to do with money, there it is. If I wanted to see just one person's, let's see, Dellenberger, or let's see who else we have here. If I wanted to see plumbing, I just start typing usually 3 to 4 characters. It will have filtered and sorted this calendar to view in. So the ultimate project calendar allows you to see everything that's going on throughout the organization. It's color coded. There again, data visualization is important. Being able to create instant report by text, viewing everything in the calendar that you need to see without leaving the calendar. So that's the ultimate project calendar. The same items that are in that schedule tab and the calendar will also be able to be viewed in the electronic job board. And you kind of choose starting milestone, ending milestone you want, and you create a job board. The job board will have all your projects that are in that category, customer's name. It'll have all your milestones across the top. It will allow you to scroll sideways, all your milestones up and down for more projects. And this is the same color code, same status that's in the schedule tab and in the calendar. And actually in the job board, you can actually click on these again. That same schedule portal shows up again. So you could actually schedule out of a job board also. It's not as powerful as the calendar. In projects, you also, as you create work orders, you can have a list view of those work orders or the calendar view. You can sort that data in that schedule by subcontractor, by status, by milestone. So you have the ability to sort that data any way you want. You could create a permit report. All projects are in the permit process. There are Kanban reports that allows you to view statuses of all projects based upon status. And there's also the map view. Let's look at today's milestone map. Here we are. We have something going on there. And there again, you got that schedule portal in the map view also. So you could manage from a map view also. In projects, you can create production reports. So usually the lower buttons are all report capabilities. You choose the timeline, you choose the items you want added to that production report, and you get an instant report. You can have a draw receivable report, so you can view what money is owed on the street. Each of these payments, you can click here, it will take you directly to that payment in the project accounting tab. You also have a change order receivable report and a change order report. So there are a lot of permitting capabilities, and over here is where you build your master set of work orders, starting from sales commission on, you name all those typical work orders that you need for every project. It could be for in-house employees, subcontractors, or for materials and supplies. And if you think about it, every job has typically the same work orders, so why spend the time creating one by one? So that's the project side. It's going to help you manage those projects more efficiently and effectively and be able to communicate with that customer in a more professional manner. After that project is completed, it's going to send it over to services and warranty. This enables you to create a new service order. Somebody, customer, if they aren't in your database already and they want service, you create a new service customer. It allows you to view today's service calls, and it's going to have a daily view of your service calls based upon service technician. It'll have a list view. You can view any of the details of that service ticket that was created. And when you create the service ticket, you can assign service text to it. You can add items to it. You can even send if you sign up for Track4 GPS tracking, which we have available in Pool Pro Office, and you could send a text or an email to the client letting them know the service tech is on his way to the house with a little map showing them get there, just like the Pizza Hut delivery guy. That's how that item started. You can print service orders out for this service tech. You can optimize the route for this service tech. And that could be from the tech's home or from the tech's shop, either way. And it's going to optimize those routes and give you directions. And if you click on that, it's going to give you the information. So that's the daily service calls. You can also view this information in the calendar view also, which we've already covered. But this would just create only a service-only calendar. And the service technician does not have to carry paper. They could be handed an iPad, which is the preferred device out in the field, and it would pull in their service calls for the day in here, so it would be preloaded. And they can go from one service call to the next. This is a weekly cleaning, so here we put in our readings, what we added, any notes to the client. We can take a picture. After we finish this checklist, we can email this to the client and add that picture. We can add additional notes. We can look at equipment specs, so they would have all the equipment to look at, any previous history of checklists, and also any previous service call awards. So they carry around the complete history of this client. They also have the ability to add service warranty requests back to dispatch. It may be something they see on the job that needs attention, that's not on their to-do list with this service call, to send back to dispatch to contact the customer and hopefully process a new service order. You can manage those when they send those warranty requests back. The service dispatch can contact the customer. It'll be in their queue, and they can contact the customer and hopefully process a new service order. When you create a new service ticket, you have the option of creating either a work order or a proposal. So this could be a service proposal. You can view these proposals and you can follow up and process them into work orders. If you had service agreement end dates, you can put them on a calendar. That way you know when to contact this customer to renew their service agreement. And of course, the today's service call map. There again, the map, we even can schedule. And we can do all these functions from the map too. You also have some reporting capability. An all service receivable report, service warranty report. This way you can sort by service technician, dates, by status. All orders with no service date on it are all open orders. So lots of report capabilities in Pool Pro Office in all aspects, in leads, projects, and service. We have enhanced charts. It adds more features to the charting capability. We have in settings, it's easy to get started in Pool Pro Office. We have some initial setup. We will import any employees or vendors into your contact manager for you to create the matrix who these people are. Next step is we assign who have you signed user accounts into your Pool Pro Office, which you get to manage, and what their privilege set is. The email will load a logo in here. Twilio setup, it will, if you create a free account, it will format all your phone numbers for you and give you the information on those phone numbers, whether they're a landline or Verizon or whatever. And the milestone manager is where you use our default, but you get to customize. You choose the project types you build and which milestones go into which project. So you are in control of choosing what projects and what types of items go into each project. You also have the ability to create custom email templates to send out or text templates to send out. So it's 100% customizable, and settings is where you also customize your program. You can add a custom thank you introductory letter. This is where you build it. This is an HTML editor built in Pool Pro Office. You can add headers and footers to your email. You can change the interview question manager. You can customize these templates that were in the lead process manager. So we allow in settings the customer to really customize a solution for them. Add all your equipment. We can import that in for you too. Our goal is to get you up and running as fast as we can. I like to say we are the easiest software to get started. Typically on the second training session, we have active jobs in there. We've got you set up and you're scheduling in the calendar on second training session, which you're looking at in less than 2 hours in Pool Pro Office. That can be done. It's the easiest to use because it's all icon task driven, just like your iPhone or any smartphone. You've learned what buttons do what and use what buttons you use, and you probably have a lot you don't use. You probably won't use all of what's in Pool Pro Office, and we are continually adding new features and benefits in Pool Pro Office. We're the easiest to customize, mainly because we allow you to customize it and not have everything hard-coded into Pool Pro Office. So we really have, over the 17 years of providing software to pool builders and service companies, we've learned the best practices, and we learned what customers need and use. And we're more than just a software company. We are a pool builders consultant company. We assist pool builders with leads, sales management, marketing content, and it is built by a pool builder 17 years ago. I've been in the pool business for 36 years, and I couldn't find anything 17, 18 years ago, so I partnered with somebody and we built it. It's not only envisioned and built by a pool builder, but it's also the support and training is somebody that's been in the pool business. We are not just a IT tech guy that builds websites or an IT guy that thought he knew how you built pools, that built a program and offered it. We come from the pool industry, and most people that use our software make one comment: it fits. And the reason it fits, it was developed by a pool builder. So thank you for staying tuned and the overview video of Pool Pro Office. If you have any questions or would like to schedule a demo, just sign up to get a demo. If you have questions, give us a call and we'll be glad to answer any questions you have and see if we can get you up and running fast. Thank you very much.